to Cooking with Chef Dawn. I want to take this moment to share with you some of the staples that I have in my spice cabinet that I feel that would be beneficial to any of you in your spice cabinet. So if you don't already have these items, and as you will see, most of you, if you do any form of cooking, you'll have some of these items. So I just prefer to have all of these items because I do a lot of cooking and I use every single one of these spices and then some. I have an entire cabinet full of different spices. But for my core spices, this is what I have for my core. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get started and I'm gonna share these with you. You will need these through some of the free classes that we have on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. So if you don't have all of these right now, you don't have to have them right this second, but we will always be posting what the next recipe is and what the items are going to be, what the ingredients that you're gonna need to purchase. So, but it won't be so bad if you already have these because these spices go a long way and they last a really long time. So with that being said, right here, this is one of my favorites right here. Now, keep in mind, you do not have to have the same brands. Okay, you can get whatever brand that it fits within your budget. I just happen to know that believe it or not, the better brands do tend to do a better job. So it is what you pay for, unfortunately, but anything will do. So, you know, whatever it is that fits within your budget, by all means, go with that. So this is hickory smoked sea salt. I also use applewood sea salt. If I know for a fact that Nature's Food Patch has the applewood smoked sea salt and it's in the bulk section of the spices. So if you go there, you can actually buy as much as you want. So it doesn't have to be this big, huge container. That's probably going to cost you like 20 bucks, but you can just go get a little bit, you know, and a little bit goes a long way. So I also recommend if you are looking at wanting to purchase bulk spices, I find that they're a lot less expensive. These jars, they're nice glass and clear jars. I feel that the glass actually preserves and keeps your spices fresher, in my own opinion. Everybody is due their own opinion, but you can get these on Amazon and you can get different caps. You can just have it with the little, the sprinkle cap. You can have it where the top has a pour spout and a sprinkle side if you want, but you can get whatever you want. And then you can just fill these up. And we have like a little label maker that we make labels for our stuff. Anyway, with that being said, sea salt, we do use sea salt. We use table salt sometimes, but most of the time we use the sea salt. It's a little bit coarser. You don't use a ton of it. So, and I just happen to like the flavor. We use bay leaves. So the bay leaves are really good for your pork roasts, your pot roasts, anything like that. You can even put them inside of a chicken cavity and stuff like that to make nice flavor. We use red crushed pepper flakes. These things are very potent when you get them fresh. So be very sparing with them. My husband happens to like to put these on pizza. So we go through a lot of this, but we do use this like in some of our Thai dishes and things like that. These next few items that we have, we use a lot in Italian dishes. So we're going to have oregano. So make sure to get yourself some oregano. We use that a lot in a lot of spaghetti, ziti, and things like that. Fennel seed. You can actually, with this fennel seed, you can actually have a meatless lasagna, a meatless baked ziti. You could do meatless spaghetti. And with this fennel seed, it'll actually taste like there's sausage in it, but there won't be a lick of meat in it. So that's the beauty of fennel. Not to mention, you can make your own sausage with fennel. So that being said, we also have Italian seasoning and we have sweet leaf basil. These two are also very important in a lot of the Italian cooking. Thyme. We use thyme on almost every single thing. It also goes into my Cajun spice seasoning that I make. So I even use thyme in eggs. I use it in pork and chicken, pretty much everything. I love it. It's so good. So this says black black peppercorns, but it's not. This is the tri-colored peppercorns. So it's got the black, it's got white and red peppercorns or pink peppercorns. We use that in a grinder. These are not very expensive over Bed Bath & Beyond, so you can get yourself one of these. And there's nothing better than fresh ground pepper. Garlic and onion, this is probably the biggest staple in my house. I use this also on everything. It's also in my Cajun spice that I make. Let me explain one quick difference about powders versus granules. In my opinion, powders, they create a lot of dust, okay? And granules, they're not so dusty, but granules, in my own opinion, create a much bold flavor than the powders, and you don't use a ton of it, okay? And they're easy to blend in. So same thing with onion granules. So garlic and onion granules, make sure to get the granules. If you like powder better, by all means, you get whichever you want. Everybody's tastes are different. So cayenne pepper. Now, if you are not a spice kind of person, you might not want this, but this is crucial in a lot of more of your Cajun dishes. If you want something a little spicy, and this definitely goes into my Cajun seasoning. And the paprika. We get the Spanish paprika. You can also get smoked paprika. I love this particular paprika because it's got a really bold, smoky flavor. And you can open it up and smell the aroma. And it's just, oh my gosh, it's so good. You just want to eat it right out of the jar. But don't do that. It might not taste so great. But it tastes awesome. It's an awesome flavor for your foods. So we use it on a lot of stuff. And then the other thing you have to be pretty sparingly with, and that's the poultry seasoning. Do not use too much of this. It won't taste good. So you have to be very light, very, very gentle with this particular spice. But obviously it's exactly what it is, poultry seasoning. So we do use it on a lot of chicken. So those are just a couple of things that I wanted to share with you so that you guys can go ahead and get a head start on getting your seasonings and getting prepared for our free virtual cooking classes on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to put any comments down in the comments field or message me anytime. I am happy to answer any questions for you. In the meantime, you guys stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Take care.